경기. 일단 뭐 짧은 시간이지만 우리는 사우디랑 경기하기 위해서 잘 준비했다고 생각하면 되겠고요. 일단 우리 선수들이 사우디 제다에서 첫 경기를 힘들지만 잘 싸웠고 그런 부분에 있어서 우리 선수들도 나름대로 잘 준비가 되어 있다고 저는 생각하고 있습니다. 사실 내일 경기는 우리 선수들이 얼만큼 원팀이 되어서 잘 싸워주냐에 따라서 경기 결과는 분명히 달라질 수 있다고 생각하고 있기 때문에 저는 우리 선수들 믿고 내일 경기에서 우리는 최선을 다하도록 하겠습니다.
Untuk pertandingan besok memang persiapannya sangat singkat dan tidak lama. Tetapi ya kita mempersiapkan pertandingan melawan Saudi dengan baik dan para pemain kita sangat berjuang keras dan baik dalam pertandingan lawan Saudi kemarin di Jeddah dan kali ini pun ya persiapan para pemain yang sangat baik. Coach percaya para pemain besok hasil akan berubah tergantung para pemain sekeras apa dan seberjuang apa melawan Saudi Arabia besok dan coach pun akan percaya sama para pemain dan akan lebih semangat untuk pertandingan besok.
It was such a short time between the last match and tomorrow's match, but still we did our best to prepare for the tomorrow's match. We had a quite good match in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. For the first match, we did well. I think the players are in a good state. Also, I think tomorrow's game is all about depends on the players' cohesion and energy and passion and willingness to win, and that will change the game. And then I trust my player, so we'll have a good match tomorrow.
I think I can agree with what the coach said. We made a draw in Jeddah. It was in the beginning of the season. I think the team is now fitter, stronger. I think against Japan in the first 30 minutes we showed that we can play. Unfortunately, the last part of the game we couldn't continue, but I think like coach said, the team is feeling good. We're working hard together, and yeah, I think we need to show that tomorrow.
Okay, have any question? Please mention your name and media. Okay, no wait.
네, 감독님 반갑습니다. 일단은 일본전 끝나고 나서 이런저런 좀 네거티브한 기사가 굉장히 많이 나와서 제가 생각이 들었었던 질문을 드릴 건데요. 5개월 전에 말레이시아를 갔을 때 김판공 감독님 비슷한 상황이 있었습니다. 그때 김판공 감독님께서는 외국인 감독으로서 이 나라에 굉장히 많은 걸 안겨주면 안겨줄수록 행복하다고 생각을 했는데 굉장히 좀 부담되고 힘들고 그런 적이 굉장히 많았다고 얘기를 하시더라고요. 감독님도 비슷한 처지신 것 같은데 이 인도네시아에서 외국인 감독으로서 뭔가 이 나라에 뭔가 안겨줘야 된다 이런 프레셔라든지 아니면 지금 최종 예선에서 3차 예선에서 뭔가 좀 해내야 된다라는 그런 프레셔가 분명히 있으실 것 같은데 그 외국인 감독으로서의 좀 그런 생각을 좀 듣고 싶습니다.
Ya, pertanyaan dari beliau. Setelah selesai pertandingan lawan Jepang, memang banyak sekali berita negatif. Tetapi memang ini sepertinya mirip dengan pelatih Kim Pan-gon di Malaysia. Sebagai pelatih asing, sepertinya banyak memberikan hal-hal yang baik kepada negaranya, tapi memang secara memang agak melelahkan dan secara pressure-nya memang banyak sekali dari luar. dan memang sebagai pelatih asing memang harus banyak memberikannya kayak sepertinya. Dan banyak tekanan juga dari dalam, internal dan dari luar. Dan di kualifikasi Piala Dunia round 3 ini sepertinya harus membuat hasil yang baik. Bagaimana pendapat Coach?
Yeah, there were actually the many negative comments, after the match against Japan, and it's hard for the head coach, working in another country. Same as in Malaysia, there was similar things happened. The head coach Kim Pan-gon before, he also mentioned about this some of just toughness. And so, as a head coach who has a different nationality and as a foreign manager, how do you think about the pressure to make another country like Indonesia to become a better and better?
네. 뭐 분명하게 얘기하고 싶은 거는 부담은 있죠. 부담은 있고 일단 그만큼 또 우리 미디어나 국민들이 관심이 컸기 때문에 또 성패에 있어서 그런 얘기는 분명히 나올 수 있다고 저는 생각하고 있습니다. 이 자리가 항상 좋은 얘기만 들을 수 있는 자리가 아니기 때문에 성패에 있어서 또 우리가 결과를 못 냈을 때는 또 팬들 얘기도 귀담아 들어야 되고 그러면서 또 저 또한 반성하고 또 우리 팀이 무엇이 문제가 되었는지에 대해서 또 한 발 더 다가갈 수 있는 또 그런 생각도 더 깊이 하고 또 축구하는 것이 하루아침에 이루어지는 것이 아니기 때문에 우리 팬들도 그런 부분에 있어서 우리가 스텝 바이 스텝으로 올라갈 수 있게끔 또 뒤에서 보이지 않게 응원해 주셔야 될 것이고요. 저 또한 제가 인도네시아 국민은 아니지만 현재 인도네시아 대표팀을 맡고 있으면서 인도네시아를 위해서 진짜 최선을 다하고 있고 우리 인도네시아가 월드컵 나가면 더더욱 좋겠지만 못 나가더라도 우리 인도네시아가 더 성장했고 더 발전했구나 것을 좀 더 느끼시고 우리는 아직은 좀 부족하구나 이런 것을 같이 공유하면서 힘을 줬으면 좋겠습니다. 이 자리가 상당히 힘든 자리지만 나름대로 우리 인도네시아 국민들과 팬들이 워낙 응원을 열심히 해줘서 저 또한 힘들지만 기쁘고 아주 자신 있게 고맙게 생각하면서 열심히 하고 있습니다. 그런 부분에 있어서 우리 팬들이나 모든 분들에게 감사하다고 저는 생각하고 있습니다.
Pastinya ada tekanan. Segitunya media dan masyarakat luar biasa perhatiannya kepada sepak bola Indonesia. Jadi ketika kita menang, ketika kita kalah, pasti akan banyak berita yang baik dan begitu juga banyak berita yang negatif. Di posisi ini memang tidak bisa selalu mendengarkan omongan manis saja atau berita yang baik. Ketika dapat hasil yang tidak maksimal atau tidak baik, ya mungkin kadang juga harus mendengarkan para fans, dan begitupun ya coaching bisa evaluasi diri dan bisa berpikir juga apa masalah untuk tim kita. Tetapi memang sepak bola itu memang seperti itu. Dalam instan tidak bisa mengubah langsung, tetapi coaching mohon kepada para fans dan sepak bola Indonesia untuk mendukung sepak bola Indonesia step by step. Memang coaching pun ya bukan orang Indonesia atau warga negara Indonesia, tetapi sebagai pelatih kepala di timnas Indonesia, coach akan bekerja semaksimal mungkin dan berusaha untuk Indonesia. Memang kalau lolos ke Piala Dunia sangat baik dan itu target yang kita mau dan target yang kita ingin capai. Tetapi walaupun tidak lolos ke Piala Dunia, mungkin kita bisa sama-sama berpikir masih banyak kekurangan di tim kita, dan tetapi ada berkembang juga untuk sepak bola Indonesia. Dengan begitu ya mohon dukungan lebih lagi daripada sekarang. Memang posisi ini ya tidak begitu gampang dan kadang ya melelahkan, tetapi tetap fans sepak bola Indonesia luar biasa memberikan dukungannya kepada coach dan itu yang menjadi kekuatan yang baik bagi Coach Shin juga, dan bisa percaya diri juga. Dan untuk itu Coach Shin sangat berterima kasih kepada para fans sepak bola Indonesia.
The working as a head coach is not always easy, depending on the result, the level of effort and then progression can be underestimated. But still, the negative comment from the fans and media, I think it's because of their affections and the support. As a head coach, I have like a full responsibility. So because of that comment, I also reflect on myself. I try my best. I make more and more effort. But please understand that the football cannot be better in one day. I mean, you need a progression and then you need a process. So I hope the people can to be a little more patient regarding this process. I'm not Indonesian, but however, so far I've been doing my best. I just want, the media and the fans, recognize this. To recognize about, still we have been improving so far, and we are hoping to develop again. So I want, the fans and media can share with, this fact, and then also just give us a trust. But still, I'm very, very grateful for tremendous support from the fans and the Indonesian people.
Okay, from the right.
Selamat malam, saya Majid dari Tribun News. Pertama tanya sama Coach Shin, menghadapi Jepang kemarin memang kita kalah kualitas ya, dan kita lupakan dan akhirnya kita berada menghadapi Arab Saudi yang kita mempunyai pertandingan pertama seri, dan kita kemungkinan kehilangan Kevin Dix. Bagaimana, apakah bisa main besok dan ada perubahan seperti apa, dan mungkin besok seberapa yakin Coach Shin bisa membawa skuad Garuda bisa meraih kemenangan perdana di grup C ini, terlebih di hadapan puluhan ribu yang notabene mereka menginginkan Indonesia bisa menang di laga besok. Ya, terima kasih.
네. 아니, 저 또한 사우디나 이기고 싶습니다. 이기고 싶지만 현실을 냉정히 좀 들여다봐야 될 것이고, 사우디도 하루아침에 강팀 된 것이 아니라 차근차근 해서 강팀까지 올라가는 건데, 우리 팬들도 우리 미디어들도 우리가 현재 주소가 어디에 있는지에 대해서 한 번쯤은 생각하고 응원을 해줬으면 고맙겠다. 그거 저는 말씀드리고 싶습니다. 그렇지만 저는 내일 사우디전을 이기기 위해서 우리 선수들도 잘 준비했고, 오늘 마지막 훈련을 하지만 그게 또 포커스를 맞춰서 또 준비할 것이고, 케빈 딕스는 사실 경기가 힘들지 않을까라는 게 조심스럽게 지금 나오고 있습니다. 그래서 선수를 우선 보호해줘야 되고 무리를 시키지 않겠다는 것이 제 생각입니다.
Ya begitupun sama, Coach Shin juga ingin menang pertandingan lawan Saudi Arabia besok. Tetapi ya kita harus melihat diri kita sendiri dulu secara fakta dan realitasnya seperti apa. Saudi Arabia pun ya tidak menjadi tim yang kuat itu ya bukan dalam instan, tetapi ya step by step pastinya. Jadi Coach Shin juga pasti akan terima kasih jika diberikan dukungan dari fans dan para media dengan mengetahui posisi kita sebenarnya di mana gitu. Tetapi tetap Coach Shin akan berusaha semaksimal mungkin agar kita bisa menang pertandingan Saudi Arabia besok, dan memang akan latihan terakhir juga nanti. Jadi akan lebih fokus lagi, akan mempersiapkan pertandingannya lebih baik lagi. Untuk Kevin Dix sepertinya sulit dimainkan, jadi yang harus diutamakan memang kondisi pemain harus dijaga, jadi tidak akan dipaksa untuk mainkan Kevin Dix.
Yeah, obviously I really want to win tomorrow, but the thing is we need to understand the reality at the moment. The Saudi Arabia teams, they are level all the things and infrastructure. It couldn't be built in a short period of time. We need a time anyway, and then still I hope also the fans and medias, they really have this good understanding about the Indonesia football's current address. But still I hope the fans and medias supporting our Indonesian national team. It was such a short time between the last match and tomorrow, but still we did our best to prepare, and still today we're gonna have a good preparation as well. So I hope tomorrow we're gonna get a good result. Regarding Kevin Dix, he's not in a good condition to play the match tomorrow. So yeah, we need to protect the players and also respect players. So I will not let Kevin overdo. So yeah, that's the situation.
Oke, yang pakai topi.
Thank you. I want to ask you to Tom Hai. Indonesia was 0-4 to Japan, and this is the biggest loss for Indonesia so far. So I want to ask you about how the players face this situation and how the players face the pressure from the fans so far. Because we know yesterday also Mr. Erick Thohir came to the locker room and asked to step down if you don't wanna believe in him anymore. So how the players face this condition so far? Thank you.
Honestly, I think everyone who's here is on the same mission. We're trying everything we can to reach the higher goal we have together. I think one of the most important things is it's easy to be happy and smile when everything is going in the right way and you win everything. I think it's really important now to stay focused instead of losing control because of the defeat. We're working really hard, preparing well for the game tomorrow. So for me, actually nothing changed. We're still in the group. Everything is still possible, so the main focus is on the game tomorrow. Of course, it's not nice to concede 4 goals, but on the other hand, I think we can learn from it as well. So maybe it can help us in the next game. Like I said before, I think we started well against Japan. We should have scored. Yeah, and unfortunately we made some mistakes and we conceded 4 goals. But like coach said as well, we analyzed Saudi Arabia. We try to learn from the things that went wrong, and we take all the energy forward to the next game. So for me, there's no doubt. We'll give everything for the higher goal still. So it's important to keep the energy, work hard, and give everything tomorrow on the pitch.
Oke,
Hello coach, I'm Nia from National Radio Station. I have a question. This is the second match against Saudi Arabia. do you think what is will be the most challenging for this match if we compare to the last match in Jeddah? And for Tom, yesterday we talked with Kelvin Verdong. He said that this match might be give an advantage for Indonesia because this is a home match. As long as you all get the whole support from the fans, from the supporters. As we know now, supporters divided to the some group after the match with Indonesia with Japan. If you have a chance, talk to the fans. Do you want to say anything, or maybe what you want to say to the fans to get the whole support for the team tomorrow for the match? Thank you.
The thing I want to say to everyone who supports us, the fans. I think in the journey so far, the support has been amazing. Even when we play away, there's a lot of support from Indonesia. So I think that gives a lot of energy to the group. I understand, like I said, to lose and concede 4 goals is never nice. So I respect the feeling, of course, from the fans as well. The only thing I can say is that also against Japan, you really feel the energy of the whole stadium and everyone around it. So I want to ask to supporting us, stay behind the team. Like I said, we give everything the last days. There's only one focus, and the next game. And like Kelvin said, I think when we play at home, it can be really special in the stadium here. So we're gonna need the full support, and I think, like I said, we are fighting on the pitch, but I really have a feeling also with the support we have, we're fighting all together. So I want to keep that spirit. I think that's really important, and then everything is still open. So I just want to ask to support us like everyone always has been doing, and we will give everything on the pitch.
네, 사우디가 감독이 바뀌었고 선수들이 많이 바뀌었습니다. 젊은 선수로 많이 바뀌면서 첫 경기 때보다는 기동력이 훨씬 좋아져서 내일 아마 체력적으로 그런 부분이 상당히 서로가 싸움이 되지 않을까. 왜냐하면 사우디는 멜번에서 날라왔고 우리는 14일 경기 아닌 15일 경기 하루 더 늦게 해서 경기했기 때문에 아무래도 두 팀 다 피로감 그리고 기동력 이런 부분에서 내일 승패가 갈라지지 않을까 저는 생각하고 있습니다.
Pertama, pelatih Saudi sudah diganti dan pemain Saudi pun sudah diganti dengan pemain-pemain muda. Jadi yang mungkin bisa dibilang akan saling sama-sama capek ya pastinya, sama-sama lelah karena secara fisik pasti akan capek dan mobilitas pun akan berbeda. Saudi dari Melbourne dan kalau kita pertandingan bukan di tanggal 14 tapi tanggal 15, jadi kedua tim akan sama-sama capek juga sekarang. Jadi tergantung mobilitas besok bagaimana akan bisa berbeda siapa yang menang siapa yang kalah.
From my opinion, Saudi Arabia became just stronger than before. They've changed, their manager, head coach, and also many players has been changed. The teams got younger, and in fact, Saudi Arabia had a match against Australia in Melbourne, so they had a long flight. However, we played a match on 15. The Saudi Arabia played 14, so we had one more less day, to rest. So the mobility and fitness things can be a just important factor to affect the result. So in terms of the fitness and mobility, that's going to be probably the deciding factor to find the result.
Okay. finish ya. Thank you because official planning Indonesia 10:20.